Hello. I am so glad you are here with me tonight. Welcome to this quiet and peaceful moment. Have you heard about this story? Have you heard about this tragic and heartbreaking event that happened during the 2026 World Cup? It is a story that touched many hearts around the world and made people think about fairness, dreams, and human struggle. Tonight I want to tell you this true story with all its details, slowly and gently, so you can relax and drift into a deep, peaceful sleep. The rain is falling softly outside the window. That gentle, steady sound creates the perfect background for us to listen together. You can lie down comfortably. There is no need to do anything. Just listen to my soft voice as I share this real event from the 2026 World Cup. In the summer of 2026, the FIFA World Cup was being held across 3 countries: the United States, Canada, and Mexico. It was a historic tournament. The first time 3 nations were hosting together. The whole world was watching with excitement. Stadiums were full. Flags were waving, and millions of fans were living the biggest football festival on earth. Among the many officials selected for the tournament was a talented referee from Somalia named Abdi Hassan. Abdi was 34 years old. He had worked incredibly hard for more than 15 years to reach this level. He had passed all the difficult fitness tests, studied the rules deeply, and gained respect from players and coaches across Africa and beyond. Being chosen for the World Cup was the greatest achievement of his career. For a young man from a country that had faced so many challenges, this was more than just a job. It was a dream. Abdi was scheduled to referee a very important group stage match. The United States was playing against a strong European team. It was going to be one of the most watched games of the entire tournament. Millions of people around the world were looking forward to it. Abdi had prepared for months. He had studied both teams, watched their previous matches, and practiced every possible situation. He was ready. But then, just a few days before the match, something unexpected and heartbreaking happened. Abdi received news from the organizing committee that there was a serious problem with his travel documents. Due to bureaucratic delays and issues with the visa process, he was not allowed to enter the United States in time for the game. Despite all his hard work, despite being one of the best referees in his confederation, he could not reach the stadium where he was supposed to officiate. The news spread quickly across social media and sports channels. People were shocked. Many fans, especially from African and Muslim countries, expressed their anger and disappointment. They saw this as an example of inequality and unfair treatment in international football. Why could officials from some countries travel easily while others faced so many obstacles and delays? Abdi was devastated. In a short video message he recorded from his hotel in Canada, he said with a trembling voice, "I have dedicated my whole life to this moment. I wanted to show the world that a boy from Somalia could stand in the middle of the biggest stage and do his job fairly. But sometimes, dreams are delayed by things we cannot control. I am heartbroken, but I will keep working hard for the future." His words touched millions of people. The football community reacted strongly. Some former World Cup referees, players, and even national federations called for a review of the travel and visa procedures for officials from developing countries. The story became one of the most discussed topics during the first week of the tournament. Meanwhile, back in Mogadishu, Abdi's family and friends gathered around a small television. They had been so proud of him. His mother, who had sacrificed so much to support his referee career, could not hold back her tears. His younger brother said, "He worked so hard. He deserved to be on that field." A few weeks later, UEFA officials made a statement. They announced that Abdi Hassan would be given important matches in European competitions as a sign of support and recognition of his talent. This was seen as a positive step by many in the football community. It showed that while one door was closed, another one could open. Abdi continued his career with dignity. He later said in an interview, "I was sad about the World Cup, but I am grateful for the support I received. This experience made me stronger." After Abdi Hassan was unable to reach the United States for his scheduled match, the story did not end there. In fact, it became one of the most talked about moments of the entire tournament. Within hours, the news had spread across the world. Social media platforms were filled with messages of support, anger, and calls for change. Many football fans from African countries and the Somali diaspora expressed their disappointment. They saw Abdi's situation as a symbol of larger problems in international football. Problems with bureaucracy, visa processes, and unequal treatment for officials from developing nations. Some well-known players and former referees joined the conversation. They pointed out that while star players from wealthy countries could travel with ease, talented officials from countries like Somalia often faced unnecessary obstacles. Abdi himself remained professional and dignified. In a video message recorded from his hotel room in Toronto, he spoke calmly, but with visible emotion. He said, "I am not angry for myself. I am sad for all the young referees in Africa and other parts of the world who dream of reaching this stage. We work so hard, but sometimes the system does not support us equally." His words touched millions. Within 24 hours, the hashtag Justice for Abdi was trending worldwide. Football associations from several African countries issued official statements calling for a review of the referee selection and travel procedures. Even some European federations expressed their support and called for fairer systems. This true story reminds us that dreams can be delayed, but not always destroyed. It shows how one person's struggle can bring attention to larger problems. And it teaches us that fairness in sport is not only about what happens on the field, but also about how people are treated behind the scenes. As you listen to the rain and my soft voice, feel how your body's becoming even heavier. Your breathing is slow and calm. Your mind is quiet. You are safe here. You are allowed to rest completely. Let us take one more slow breath together. Inhale gently and exhale slowly. Good. Feel how relaxed your whole body is. The rain is getting softer now, like a gentle lullaby. My voice is also becoming quieter. You do not need to stay awake for me. If sleep comes, welcome it. That's the most beautiful thing that can happen tonight. Thank you for listening to this true story with me. I hope it brought you some comfort. Whenever you need a quiet moment, you can always return. I will be here with the same soft voice. This concludes our session for tonight. Sleep deeply. Sleep peacefully. Let the rain and these words carry you into rest. Good night, dear listener. Sweet dreams.